October 23rd, 1914, Europe is engulfed in the flames of World War I. We are traveling in time to the Belgian city of Ypres. In this episode, Germans are attacking in a desperate push against the British. At the same time, young Adolf Hitler is roaming around the front area. I'm not making this up. This is actually a historical fact. He was in that area. So if I will mess with the Gewehr 98 and switch to the British SMLE, I will have a shot at the Adolf Hitler and maybe we can end him. But going back to the battle on the 23rd, German army unleashes so-called student volunteers against the British regulars. Battle is raging, man is dying, and the German students are pushing forward singing "My Herz in Flammen, Deutschland, Deutschland, über alles." Whoa, wait a second, this is the wrong word. Can we cut this out or cut this out? Cut this out. All right, wrong song. No. They were supposedly singing Die Wacht am Rhein, the watch of the Rhine. Okay, enough with the bullshit talk. Let's go to the shooting, guys. You know the rules. Gewehr 98 will start because we are attacking. And if any point I will choke, we're going to switch to the SMLE. This is the MKIII Star, so some improvements were made. 1917 version, not 1914. That doesn't make it any different than what was used by the British at the beginning of the war. Now, with the Gewehr 98, oh my goodness, this is the one, really original one from 1915. And it's hard to find them in the condition like this, which they are actually usable and they shoot well. So big thanks to the Tony from the Laces Ranch for renting this out to me. But the Gewehr 98, the sights are starting at 400 meters, guys. So I'm going to execute holdovers to the very end, basically. And for the most of the time, we're going to stay just on the 4. And the 100 yards 105 yards target will be the first to go. I will skip 150 and 255 because I cannot see them, and with those sights I'll have to keep the sights so much in the dirt and I cannot hit that plate if I cannot see it. So that's not going to work. I got only the heads picking up through my vantage point. And this is like argument, like I don't understand even what these people were thinking. A 400 meter zero, and they got the really reality check when the trench warfare kicked in. But that's something to talk about, how I feel as an infantryman and how those guys felt as an infantryman going to the war with the weapons, which were really not very well prepared for what was awaiting them. Crazy. Anyhow, one shot, one kill. I'm putting the bullet into the magazine. Ula, are we good with that 105 yards target?
Target is ready.
Target is ready. All right, I'm going to aim per my notes way below the plate to hit it. So let's see how this is going to go. All right. And boom. All right, so my holdover was executed perfectly. I'm slightly on the left side of the triangle. Guys, what you're seeing here, this is not my Terminator. I had tons of questions and calls from you to review the IPAL, which is really like supposed to be a help to shoot with the iron sight. So I'll start using it, and I'll do the special episode and I will give you the review for it. So, but I need time with that thing to give you a good feedback, right? Anyhow, enough with the bullshit talk. Germans are attacking for the fatherland, and we switching, right? We jumping right on the 300 yards. Ula, are we ready with 300 yards?
Target is ready.
Target is ready. I'm not switching the sides. I'm staying on those number 4 setting. This is crazy. And I have to aim, it says, aim at the bottom of the gongs. Okay, I can do that, I think. Aim at the bottom of the gongs. That's a hit on the plate. Let me see where I got him. Because I'm always interested, you guys already know. And again, I'm dead in the center on the right side. So far, 2 British, oh, I forgot to mark it. So the 100 yards, that was a hit. And the 300 yards, that's a hit. So the Gewehr 98 is eliminating the British soldiers as we go. The students are winning, singing and killing. Wow, I have not seen that coming. All right, 325 yards. Again, we're staying on number 4 and aim at the top of the gongs this time. This is a small target. And this is a very skinny British soldier. This is a very small target, so we will see how this is going to work with those iron sights and the IPAL. It's kind of funky. I'm trying to get used to it, but it has some positives for sure. I'll explain it in that review. Ula, are we good with 325?
Yes, we are.
All right, round in the chamber. Let's see, and I'm going behind the rifle, top of the gongs. Okay, can see the gongs. That's a hit. Nothing but the sound of the steel. Let me see where I got him. Boom, right into the chest. Another British soldier eliminated. And the German attack is successfully pushing forward. That's a great hit, by the way. Really nice. I got him right in the chest. Just the notes are spot on so far. All right, we're going to transition to the 350 yards. Make note, I'm not changing the sights. I'll talk about it a little bit more later too. 350. And at the 350, I should aim at the bottom of the plate. So we slowly going up with our holdovers. Ula, how are we doing with the target camera?
Target is ready.
All right, Ula is doing fantastic job, helping and working behind. She's unsung hero of the Vintage Rifle Shooters Club. All right, and my notes are saying aim at the bottom of the plate. Oh boy, hard to distinguish the bottom. But that's a hit. And let me see where I got him. Boy, right below the triangle. So far, this 1915 Waffenfabrik Mauser Oberdorf is doing great. That's another hit for the Gewehr 98. Absolutely, and the hits are spot on. This is wow. What a rifle! And it's in a not perfect shape, but it shoots still great. 400 yards target is approaching. That's another angry British at 400 yards because I'm screwing up his tea time. Wow. way to go, Rob, to stick to the stereotypes. And at the 4, I should be aim more or less in the middle. All right, we'll see how this is going to work out. Ula, are we good with 400?
Yep, we are waiting.
All right, she's waiting on me. I got it. Let me correct my glasses. 400. And I will aim more or less in the middle. Boom! Wow, I thought I missed it because that sound travels slowly. And wow, holy cow, dead in the center. Wow. All right, did I say wow? Can I say one more? Wow, dead in the center. So this German attack is going fantastic so far. All right, now my notes are saying put 5 on the scale. So I'm going to put slide that roller coaster sides to 5, like it. It's on 5, and I'm going to stick to the notes basically. And it says with 5, aim in the middle. All right, that's what we're going to do because it's going so well. So I have to trust my book. Ulla, how are we doing with 450?
Target is ready.
All right, another British soldier exposed himself to the fire. Let me see if I can end him. Nope, that was a miss. Finally, I missed something, okay? And let me just check because sometimes, yeah, I don't see the hit on the plate. So that, wow, my scope collapsed. Let me fix it. There we go. So that was the miss. And I'm going to switch now. You know what it means, guys. I have to switch to the SMLE. And for the SMLE, according to my notebook, live TV, so there's no cheating. On the SMLE, I wonder if I overshot it or not. Well, have you seen anything on the camera?
Elevation was good. Miss on the right side.
Miss on the right side, huh? Ay, 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 ay. You dumb barnacle. Okay, so it's on the shooter. But for the SMLE, setting should be 6.5. That's what it says, 6.5. 6.5. Okay. So not at the 7, and that should take us to 450 yards. We'll see, we'll see. Let me grab the round. And now the British will finally have a chance to counter attack, and we will see if the British will take the Adolf Hitler out. All right. Nothing. Wow. Wow. Okay. 450 yards, gentlemen, is a drone. Nobody get the hit on it, okay? All right. 500. Setting. 5.5. Aim in the middle. So that's what I'm going to do. 5.5 on the roller coaster slider, and we're going to aim in the middle. And that target again is hiding a little bit in the shadow or in the shade from the tree, so it's kind of split from my vantage point. That's going to be interesting shot. Ola, are we ready with the target camera?
Yes, we are.
All right, target camera is ready. This is for the win. Let's see if we can whack that target. Oh boy, I can barely see him through the iron sights. In that he's blending perfectly in my sight. Nothing. I got nothing on it. Ulla, have you seen anything in the camera?
Overshot, a little bit to the right.
Overshot, a little bit to the right. But you know what? It doesn't matter because the British will have one more shot at it. It was going so well, but I guess that 450 was the nutcracker. So, all right. So we overshot it with the SMLE the last time. I'm thinking I'll keep the same setting and I'll place that cartridge, I mean that sights, not the cartridge, I'll place the sights in the middle of the plate. And we'll see what's going to happen. We are experimenting a little bit here. Well, are we ready for the SMLE?
Let's go.
Yeah, because it's really hard to see that target. And nothing. Any feedback?
Miss on the right.
Miss on the right. So I'm guessing that maybe some wind down the field pushing me to the right side. And that's why I was having an issues. But I'm spotting for myself here. And Ula is just seeing whatever she can see on the little screen from the camera. So it's hard. But hey, at up to 450, I mean, the rifle was so spot on. And after 450, the wind probably started playing to be a factor, and the misses started popping out. But however, you said I overshot, right? So I probably overshot too. Now, going back to the whole thing, guys. Now I'll take this. First, I'll give you the quick feedback. I think that iPal thing works nicely, but I have issues for those in the cold weather. It's cold today, and I have the issues for them to stay on the ocular glass. And what's happening, I'm using like a little pieces of tape to glue it. But it is a, you know, the old trick peephole solution seems to be working fine. But I gotta get used to it more. But you can see, like when we were cycling through those basic targets, it was a laser. If you watch out for the wind and you will do your job, even, you know, those 1915, 1917 rifles can deliver. But the way I want to finish this, I want to remind you guys that during that battle, 24,000 British soldiers were dead at the end of it. And by the contrast, the Germans lost twice as many men as the British at Ypres. The first battle of Ypres, because the Ypres later evolved in basically to the end of the war. There were skirmishes, and it was a place which buried a lot of bodies. Let's put it that way. Now, the one thing you have to remember, when the Germans sent out those so-called student volunteers, they gave them very little training. And I think they had like only a couple of weeks of training before they got kicked out to the front. And as I pointed out, with the 400 meters zero, and in the trench warfare, when the most of the shots were probably happening within the 300, 200 yards, I don't understand how they could do that, man. Like, without shooting and putting the rounds and understanding the ballistics and even the holdovers, it's not very intuitive to hold so much lower. So I think it was a horrible decision on the part of the German command. But you have to remember, most of the generals in high command from across the armies in World War I, they were absolutely insane or mentally unstable. There's no other way to say it. Now, the incompetence of the German command and heavy losses Germans suffered at the first Battle of Ypres were later transformed by the propaganda machine in Nazi Germany into so-called Massacre of the Innocents. And that's the history lesson for you. We'll go back to that at a different episode. Okay, after hours, let's see if I can defeat that 450 yards target. After hours bonus round, final round. Ola, are we good with the 450 yards target?
Target is waiting.
Target is waiting. I know there is a wind there. I see it. I'll hold on the left side. Boom! That's a hit. I hear that. Let's see. That in the chest. There you go, guys. So it is basically a wind holdovers. You gotta watch out. At that, we sneak in under the radar to around 400 yards, but the 450, that wind is picking up. This when you shoot without the spotter, it's hard to see what's going on down the field, and that wind was picking up, and that's caused the miss. So it is what it is, but you make a correction and boom, you're dead on. Absolutely great shot.
Okay, so as a bonus, go for 5.
500, 500. All right. So let me. You know what? I'll keep it because I'll hold a little bit higher, and that should take us to 500 yards. Okay. So let's see if we can clear the 500 yards. Let me know when the target will be ready.
Target is waiting.
I mean, target camera is waiting. Okay. That's a hit. I think that was a hit at least. It took a moment to travel, boom, right above the triangle. You cannot make this shit up. But this just shows you guys the correct wind holdovers, and the wind conditions didn't change, and I'm whacking those targets. But that's it for the bonus round. Redemption for the Gewehr 98. Thank you for watching, guys.
Okay, as a redemption, double bonus, 600.
600 yards. Holy cow. Okay, 600. I should be on a 6. I have to adjust the slider for this. 6.5. So the roller coaster slides are growing, and 6.5. All right, 6.5. Wow, that's a faraway shot with the iron sights. All right then. Let me know when the camera is ready.
He's ready.
All right. So, all right. Long shot. Let me adjust the glasses. I think I got him. At least I heard some ding. And ooh, I think I got him on the neck. Holy cow. Yes. Yes, it's on the right. From my vantage point, he got a hit right here. Wow. You cannot make this up. Headshot. Gewehr 98 for the win. But wow. 1915. Mind-blowing. Okay, and that's all you have to know. These rifles can shoot, guys. Those surplus rifles. Look at the finish and everything, and the wood is beat up. That God knows where that rifle was and what it's seen. And that rifle absolutely still can shoot. This is just amazing. All right, this time final. Thank you for watching. Bye.